new studio. There are some things that have to change. Probably, I might want to bring it in a little bit. As you can tell, I switched the sidebar for a top bar because I just like the way that's framed. I don't know why. It's already pretty horizontal, but I like it better. I don't like this sidebar over here. I like you to be able to pull your eyes down and focus on what's going on. Got a big space over here that I could pop up graphics in. I mean, obviously, I can't reach all the way over to where I would pop them up. I might want to change a few things around. I'm not sure. I got a big white space on the wall that I need to fill in. I might not want to endorse on camera. But this is the space. I finally got it kind of set up the way I wanted, better than the old space, and this is probably pretty close to what it's going to look like. And so this is, I can be on my computer, look stuff up, talk to you, gesture over here for stuff that I want to insert. I think it works, and I think it takes the focus. I kind of hope that not having my face fill up a huge part of the thing takes the focus off of me as a person and more on the content of what I'm talking about. Oh, I just noticed, as you can see, working in the yard, I've kind of torn my arms and my hands to pieces. I've got little wounds everywhere, all over the place. You can't even see all of them because my legs are just a disaster zone because working in the yard, I didn't realize how hard things were, like farming. I'm kind of a farmer now, sort of. But anyway, I just wanted to take this introductory video to test out the new top bar, check out the framing, and to decide after I look at it if I want to change things up. I'm probably going to change the stuff on the top of the barrister shelf needs to be moved over. I'm just looking at it right now, making judgments. I need to cock it a little bit so that the painting in the back is not so diagonal. I'm not sure, but a lot of this looks pretty much the way I want it to. Might have to move my guest chair, and I don't know when I'm going to have a guest person here. Obviously, I won't have a big bottle of water in their way when they're talking. I'll probably have the laptop positioned differently so that we can have a conversation. Hello, invisible hypothetical person. How you doing? Maybe we should talk about the thing that you're on the show for. Oh, you're not on the show because you don't exist. Okay. You see how that's going to work? Or not? And, I've got my microphone here, which I have not set up, so I still have to get an adapter to get it to work with my laptop. If you watch the first season of my podcast, I had a lot of problems with microphones, and I still have not tested this one to see if it works. I'm still working on the camera's microphone, which is far away, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I like this space. It captures pretty well my personality, and it sets the tone for what I want to do, which is to talk about. I want to talk about topics in a sort of an accessible but academic way. I might move the camera so you can see. I've got, history books. I've got law books. I've got a guitar back here. I've got quirky, a tricorn hat and a goblet and a beer stein that has you can't see it from here, and there you're still not going to be able to see it, but you might be able to. It's got like sailing ships, and it tells what kind of sailing ships. I just got this today at an antique store, and so it kind of captures everything I kind of want to talk about, except I'm kind of worried because I also want to talk about science a bit, and I want to talk about politics more of, not politics in the sense of partisan politics, but I kind of want to talk about the theory of politics more. And there's not really much of that here. I was trying to figure out a way to nail that into the background so that it captures everything that I want to do with the new season. I want to do fewer silly things like, oh, I had breakfast today. Oh, I got a package from Amazon today. I mean, that stuff maybe every once in a while. I kind of went on an unboxing binge in the first season, and I want to get away from that because people don't want to see rampant consumerism, right? That's not what social media is about. That's not what Instagram is about. That's not what YouTube is about, right? Not consumerism, right? So anyway, this is my space. I hope you like it. I don't have any message on my t-shirt. I'm going to try to get away from the quirky t-shirts. That was a fun thing that I kind of borrowed over from the Two John Sci-Fi podcast onto my own podcast, and I kind of want to keep a distinction there because John's doing his own thing. He just today did a podcast, and if you missed it, it's still on the I think he's got it in the queue in the Two John Sci-Fi, and you can go watch it. And he does talk about sci-fi. He talks about politics too. And John's a great guy. Go watch that. Now that I'm talking this way, I might actually post this to YouTube as a sort of interim, not season 1, not season 2 type of thing. I'm not sure how I'm going to work that out, but it's crazy how I get on these rants and then I realize I'm doing something completely different from what I originally intended. I hope you like the new layout. I'm really happy about it. I know I've been talking through all of season 1 about moving and setting up a new space, and I finally did it. I finally got off my lazy ass and got my stuff done, and now I'm really happy about where I live. I might post some stuff about where I live now, and because it's something that I've been working for years, and I think I'm the first person in a few generations of my family to buy. As a matter of fact, I know I am to buy a home. So here we go. Here I am, closing this out in the most uncomfortable way possible with crazy eye contact. Anyway, see you later on Thoughts of Leith, and I look forward to reading your comments. Probably not.